Hello friends, welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. I have a really cute one for you today, but don't laugh when I tell you what this is based on, okay? First of all, it is a cozy little winter getaway cabin for two. It basically has two rooms, the main room and then the bathroom. So there's one bed, a little sitting area with a TV, and then of course a pretty decent kitchen. So this right here, what you're seeing, this first main part of the building, I actually got the idea from a doghouse. I was browsing YouTube, and sometimes I get these recommended videos for like building different things, like I don't even know, small cabins, dog houses, furniture, that kind of stuff. And this doghouse, it's a super fancy doghouse. It's got LED light strips and it's got like porch lights. It's got a little porch. It's got heated floors inside. I'm like, this is a cool doghouse. I added that thick, chunky post on the side though, because in real life, like on a real person's house, there would have to be a support under the roof right there. So I added that because I couldn't get the columns to line up properly. I don't like it being so thick and chunky. It definitely took it from something that looks kind of. It's supposed to be modern. That's what I was going to say. It's supposed to be a modern build, but when I put it in The Sims, it has a very decidedly 70's vibe, 60's vibe to it. Maybe even a little bit earlier. And so, adding that chunky wall made post thing there just added to that. But, you know, it's still cute. It still has the original, like, doghouse feel to it. I know that sounds really bad, but it actually was a really nice, really pretty looking doghouse. And so I wanted to recreate it in The Sims because I don't know, I felt inspired by it. Obviously, the doghouse didn't have a kitchen and a bathroom and stuff, but I needed to, make it appropriate for The Sims, so I had to add all that stuff. But yes, it is a small winter cabin right now. I'm building it, and it looks neutral or summertime outside. But at the end, maybe in the screenshots, I don't think you see it at the end of the speed build, but in the screenshots, the screenshots are taken in winter or with, like the snow and everything on the ground. So the landscaping doesn't look as cool in the winter time as it does in the building process. But anyways, it's still a cute little build. I did not playtest this one. I don't think I need to playtest this one. The only thing that your Sims might not want to do is eat at that table right there, because I did clutter a little bit here and there, and I added two things to the table which might possibly block your Sims from being able to use the table. Not that big of a deal. Your Sims can sit in front of the fire and watch TV and eat. Like, what better way to enjoy a cold winter day than having, I don't know, soup in front of the fire while watching a Christmas movie or something, right? So it's fine, even if it ends up just being there for looks. At least it still has a small dining room. I don't think you could add any more bedrooms or like seating areas. It's a fairly small build. It looks pretty big, but it's actually a relatively small build. I did build it, I think, in Moonwood Mill. Is that what it's called? Moonwood Mill? I think I built it in Moonwood Mill just to have like that kind of old foresty look behind it. But you could easily, if you have the I can never remember the names of all the packs. The outdoor, what was it? Outdoor retreat where you go camping. You could easily put this there and it would be, it would fit perfectly. Even though obviously it's a little modern or like 70's modern or something, it would still fit really well. It'd be a great little cabin. Probably wouldn't even cost that much to rent. But because the game has been updated to allow house rentals in other worlds, you could just leave it in Moonwood Mill or Forgotten Hollow. You could put it there. Any world that has winters that is predominantly like pine, you'll see why towards the end, why I specify those things because of the landscaping outside. But any of those worlds, it would fit perfectly in, and you could turn it into a rental house. And I didn't do that myself, but I think it would be fairly cheap because it's got one bed and technically one bedroom, I think is how it works. So, yeah, it's just a cute little couple's getaway cabin. Not anything, too fancy or anything. I mean, I did base it on a doghouse, so you're not going to get anything super fancy. The one thing that frustrated me was towards the end when the curtains, oh my god, the curtains frustrated me to no end. I actually cut a big huge chunk of the video out because it was just me trying to figure out the curtains. I loved the curtains from, what was it, Desert Luxe kit, is that what it was? But they have some kind of graphical glitch going on, and so it was just really annoying. But they turn like transparent and semi-transparent at different angles and stuff. It was just really weird. So I spent like an obnoxious amount of time just trying to figure out the curtains, and that was the best I could come up with. But anyways, the other thing that frustrates me is we have a bathroom clutter now, like makeup and toothbrushes and tissues and stuff, but what we don't have is a ton of options for bathroom specific cabinetry. And you'll see in a minute, there's like two, I think. I couldn't find one of them. The one that I could find looks more suited to like, I don't know, it's kind of like more cottage chic or I don't know what people are calling decorating styles these days anymore, but you know what I mean. It's got the chippy paint on it and stuff like that. It did not fit with this cabin at all, not even a little bit. And I really would have preferred to have like a small closed in cabinet like that instead of open shelving all the time. I think it would have been nicer. But there just aren't a lot of options. So I defaulted to the same shelves that I use every single time, with the same towels that I use every single time, and filled it up with, the toothbrush and everything. Not very original, not very unique, but it's a bathroom. What are you gonna do, right? Other than that, yeah, there isn't much else to say. I'm actually really, really loving the clutter stuff now. I did not think I would. I did not think that I would care. At first, when I first downloaded it, I didn't even use the clutter stuff for like 2 weeks. and now I am absolutely in love with the clutter stuff. So I'm becoming a clutter convert, if you will. Yeah. That's really, I mean, it's a small cabin. There isn't much to say about it other than to continue to laugh at the fact that it's actually based on a doghouse. And I believe it was a doghouse specifically built to like withstand most Canadian winters, because I believe it was a Canadian builder, and they showed pictures of it like with snowdrifts around it and stuff at one point. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this cabin. I will, if you're still listening, don't forget to like and subscribe. All support is appreciated, believe me, and it costs you absolutely nothing. It's free. So, it's a win-win for all of us. But I am going to be doing my 100 subscribers live stream soon. I'm thinking next week, probably. I'm going to set my daughter up with some homeschooling activities that will give me a couple of hours in the afternoon that I can live stream for about 2 hours, I think. And so next week I will do the 100 subscribers live stream. I was going to do it this week just because she's technically off of school for the week, but I just have not been sleeping well and I'm exhausted, and I don't think I could be, cheery and on enough to do a live stream this week. So I'm going to attempt to do it next week, and hopefully I get some better sleep between now and then. But yeah, I don't know how most people feel about these shrubs, bushes, whatever they are. I don't love them, but I don't hate them. I think they're kind of messy and weird looking, but at the same time, they also kind of fit a cabin in the woods vibe. So I went with it. I don't know how other people feel about it, but you can change it. This sort of modern landscaping is super easy to change to whatever you want it to be. And that right there, all those pine trees, that's why I said you're better off putting it in a very pine, snow heavy world, unless you want to go in and get rid of all the pine trees. I liked the idea of the cabin being hidden in a forest of pine trees. So here it is, a winter cabin for two.